Hello everyone and welcome to Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. My name is Denise and I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in and thank you so much for your support. I hope everyone is doing well. We're doing okay here. I've started taking naps, what with the news of COVID and the election. I'm getting a little tired, so I've decided, let me take a nap. So I don't feel as if I've gotten a lot done, but I think it's enough. It's enough to do a video. And actually, even though I don't keep to a strict schedule of posting videos, I must say I am recording this video 2 days later than I wanted to, but we're here now, so let's just sit back and enjoy. So I also need to express that I must be watching an awful lot of Flosstube because my wish list is kind of out of control as far as I'm concerned. It's just, I'm like, why do you have all of these charts and all of the things on your wish list? But it's okay. It's okay. These are things that I kind of want. And so it's growing. My wish list is growing by leaps and bounds. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, today I have a couple of whips and I have some haul to share with you. And as usual, guys, I want to thank you again for your comments. I know that I say this on every video, but I don't want you to think that I'm just saying it. I really, really appreciate you guys' comments and the discussions that we get into in the comments. So keep it coming. I really want to thank you for that. And so I want to point out one comment that caused a discussion in the group. If you remember in my last video, I was talking about and giving a shout out to Niecy Lynn, whose channel I will link again below. And there seems to be suddenly all of these Denises in my life, which I find very entertaining. And so Denise W commented, I also watch and love Niecy Lynn. The three of us should start our own Denise Stitch Club. And I responded, can you imagine stitching with the Denises? And she said, I'm not sure the world is ready for that. And so on further reflection, Denise, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure if the world is ready for that. But let's just keep it in the back of our mind as something that, could happen. We might want to shake it up a little bit. Never know. So we're going to go ahead and move into whips. I have a few. I pulled out because courtesy of the Tiny Decisions wheel app, Feels Like Home, which was my Mania start this year. And if you remember, this was my first Mania that I participated in. And so I was not as maybe, what is the word I'm looking for? Not as gung-ho to start all the things as a lot of people were. So I decided to just do one Mania start. And that was Feels Like Home by the Fat Quarter Shop. And here's what it's going to look like when it's done. Isn't that cute? Love the bird. Love the house. And it reminds me of spring, although we're just moving into winter. That's okay. It's giving me all the spring feels. And so I will insert a picture here of where I was last time I showed it to you. And here is where I am now. This is how far I got. I can say I made a lot of progress. I'm almost done with the little bird. Isn't he cute? I love this bird. I love this bird. It's just so adorable. And so I worked on this for one day. And what I think I've noticed a lot is that, you know, I kind of sit down these past couple of weeks with a goal in mind, such as, well, I'll just finish the bird. And that didn't quite happen. But I am pleased with it. I'm very pleased with it. The very next thing that I worked on, excuse me, when I spun the wheel again, was Fright Night by the Fat Quarter Shop. And I was excited about that because, you know, it's after Halloween, and of course I had not finished it, but I'm determined to finish it for next Halloween. So when it came up again, I was happy because I do intend to continue to stitch on it throughout the year and keep it in my rotation. And so here is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I'll insert a picture here of where I was the last time I showed it to you. And this is how far I've gotten this time around. Please excuse the wrinkles. Here it is, guys. Isn't that cute? So I mainly worked on the moon and the bat because, you know, bats. I don't know. I have a thing about bats, guys. Like, I hate them in real life. I'm afraid of them. And, but I love crafting them. I love stitching them. They're so cute. And so, again, this was an issue where I think I worked on this for 2 days, and my goal was to finish the moon and the bat. Well, that didn't happen because naps. But there it is, and I'm pleased with it. And let's see, I am stitching this on Hazy Gray Dyed Effect 14 count Ada by Fabric Flair, which also came from that quarter shop. So that's Fright Night. And then I was able to, oh, before I go to that, I don't think I showed you guys the project bag that Fat Quarter Shop sent me to go along with Fright Night. Isn't that cute? I love this bag. I love this bag. It's so cute. And I think that all of my Halloween whips going forward are going to wind up in this bag because why not, right? So then I worked on, yay, the Better to See You With. And it's by the Cross Stitch Studio. And here is what it's going to look like whenever I finish. And I'm going to insert a photo here of where I was last time, although I'm going to tell you up front, I don't think there's much difference, and I'll show you why. So, here is where I am now. And I do believe, again, that I worked on this for 2 days. And if you know, this is a full coverage piece. It's quite large. Let's see if I can put it even closer. And you see my little, my ghetto grit marks. Okay. And when I was working on Feels Like Home on the 25 count Lugana, I was working on that 2/2. And for me, that looks kind of big. So I think I'm getting more and more used to the higher counts of fabric. I'm working this pattern on 22 count Hardanger. And what had happened was I had started it before. This is where I started before. And I was not happy with it. One of the reasons is because I was working 2/1 on this 22 count. And so I'm really learning that I do prefer stitching 1/1 unless it is a very low count fabric. And so this is stitched 1/1 on the 22 count Hardanger, and I am loving it. Now there was a lot of confetti in here, which I thought was kind of interesting because, you know, like why not start off the pattern with the most confetti that you could possibly find. But I'm happy about the fact that now that I'm moving into this, it looks like white, but it's a very, very light blue. I now am going to have big blocks of this. So that's going to help to move it along a little more quickly and a little more smoothly. And I am totally enjoying working on this. It's kind of overwhelming because it's so big, and because of course I'm not constantly and continuously working on it. I'm not working on it every day. I don't have a set schedule. So, you know, for the most part, I kind of feel like I'm never going to finish. But I'm a process stitcher. And so I'm just enjoying the journey of stitching on this. So that was the Better to See It With by the Cross Stitch Studio. And then I was able to get some crocheting done, which I'm very happy about. So I worked on, and if you're new here, then I must say that my very favorite thing to crochet is baby blankets. I love making baby blankets. So I'm always looking for, you know, a new really cute pattern for baby blankets. And this one is the 6-day star blanket. You may have heard of the 6-day care blanket, and I did make one recently, and there's a couple of videos about that. But so now this pattern is by Betty McKnit, who also made the 6-day care blanket. And so this is the 6-day star blanket. And look at that. I absolutely love these colors. I love the colors of this. And so I got this far, guys, because I had to start it like 3 different times. Every time I started this blanket, I would get off count and so confused. And again, it's not the pattern, it is how closely you're paying attention to what you're doing and how faithful you're being in counting. And so I am making this with, excuse me, I'm gonna get the yarn. I am using one of my favorite brands of yarn, or it's not my favorite brand, but my favorite, one of my favorite kinds of yarn. And it's Premier Sweet Rolls. And the colorway is Bubble Pop. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Let me see if I can get it to not. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So, yeah. So I'm going to put a few more days, of course, into this. And, you know, hopefully it won't take me too long to get it done. But I love it now. And I'm happy that I finally got my counting together. Because, you know, not so good at counting over 10 all the time, right? Please excuse the coughing in the background. That would be Mr. Ribbon. Let's see. What do I have else that I want to share with you guys on my notes here? Okay, so I have a question. It's a question, but I think I may have answered it, but let me know what you think. So, again, if you're new here, you may not know that since the beginning of time when I started cross-stitching back in the 80s and 90s, I always preferred to stitch from a book or a leaflet. And so over time, that meant that I have an extensive collection or stash of cross-stitch books. And so I was going through the books recently. As I may have mentioned, I was looking for something specific. And I came across a book that I shared with you last time that's got some bunnies in it because I'm all about the bunnies right now. I think I have spring on the brain for whatever reason. But it's also, you know, because we talk about going down the rabbit hole, and that seems to be a daily practice of mine as well, going down the rabbit hole. And so, while I was looking through the books, I then started pulling out some other books that I'm like, I need to stitch this right now. I need to stitch this right now. So, I have also shown you before that I'm trying to keep my what to stitch next patterns in a binder. Just a cheap little old binder, which I'm sure at some point I'm going to have to get a bigger one. But, you know, so I have most of my charts, and I say most because I'm not sure that I printed everything that I actually have residing on my computer right now. I'm not sure I did that. But, I took pictures of one of the cover of one of the books that I pulled out and put it in here. And I took photocopies of a couple of other patterns that I got out of my stash of books. And so I was thinking, what if I just took all of the books that I have and made a photocopy of just the cover of the book and stick it in my binder and let that be part of my what do I stitch next routine. But then I thought, why don't I just actually go through the books and choose an actual chart that I want to stitch and put that in the binder, which might make a lot more sense. So let me know what you think about that. I'm pretty much leaning towards the actual pattern thing because then I'll actually know what I'm gonna plan to stitch on. So let me know that, and I'm gonna share with you guys some haul that I got. It's not an awful lot, but I'm awfully happy about it because I don't think that any of this is my normal aesthetic. So that's making me excited about, you know, trying new things. So the first one is Halloween by Jardin Privé. I had to have this. I saw so many people stitching on this, and I could not resist this skeleton. And he, of course, as I think someone else had mentioned, he's so Burt Reynolds-esque. So who doesn't want a Burt Reynolds skeleton for Halloween? So I had to have that one. And then I found one that it's just pulling at my heartstrings, and I feel that I need to stitch this as a remembrance kind of piece. And so it is Remember Me, and it's so teeny. This, I couldn't believe it. I wasn't expecting it to be this teeny, but it's Remember Me by Blackbird Designs. And guys, I'm not used to stitching Blackbird Designs, and I know that everybody loves Blackbird Designs, and it's just not my normal aesthetic, but I totally love this. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch up the colors a little bit. And I currently plan to finish it as a little pillow. And then either gift it or will it to someone. So that's that. And then, and I got these things for 123 Stitch. And so they also had this really cute pair of pink Victorian scissors, because I don't have enough scissors. I need scissors in every project bag. And so I'm allowing myself to go ahead and indulge and get my scissors when I see cute ones. And so that, you know, I can have scissors in all my project bags. Now, I want to talk about the giveaway that I did last week for my 2,500 subscribers. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you. And the winner was able to choose whatever she wanted from the Etsy shop of her choice. And that prize has gone out already. But I just wanted to point out that the Etsy shop that she chose was Homespun Sampler. And I'll put a link to that shop in the description box below. But Linda, who owns that shop, sent me a message that she just wants you guys to know that, and I'm just going to read it word for word. I work hard to provide a shop with a quality selection of needlework and needlework accessories, and it's nice to know that people like my shop. I should mention, in case you haven't seen it, that I also have a second Etsy shop that specializes in penny rugs and punch needle. Okay? And she left me the link to that shop, and I will link that in the description box below as well. So I know a lot of you are really enjoying penny rugs and punch needle. So what do I have coming up? Hold on for 1 second and I will divulge all of that information to you. Okay, so I was going to go into what I have coming up and what my plans are, but I totally forgot. Guys, I have another giveaway for you. And this is courtesy of Fat Quarter Shop. And what I am giving away is the Prim Stitch Series number 4 of 12, Kindness and Generosity. And to go along with that, I'm going to go ahead and add in the Prim Star Enamel Needle Minder. Isn't that, I love it. Yes, and so if you're interested in receiving this gift, then go ahead and make sure that you use the word Prim in your comment. Doesn't have to be about anything. You could just put the word Prim if that's what you want to do. But, you know, I like those comments, guys. So go ahead and comment if you're interested in receiving that. Now we can talk about my plans and what I have coming up. And so, yep, I'm getting ready to start my preparations for Thanksgiving. I'm going to start decorating for Christmas, because why not? It's time. And because of the year we're having, yep, it's time. I'm going to spin the wheel tomorrow, though, so that I can choose something that I can work on in between the preparations, which, of course, probably means I won't get that much done on whatever project I choose. But I like to have something on the go while we're getting prepared. I've decided that I'm definitely going to be doing New Year, New Start. So that's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what it is I'm going to choose with that. My mind is totally on what my plans are going to be for 2021. And, you know, as I formulate those, I will keep you guys informed. So don't forget, guys, if you are proud of a finish that you have and you would like me to share it here on my channel, go ahead and shoot me an email at designmorris1@gmail.com and attach your photos of your finish, and I'll be more than happy to feature that here on my channel. And we have this week's words of inspiration. As much as the world fails you, never regret having a good heart. Thank you for spending time with me today, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video. Thank you for sharing my videos. And go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell if you have not done so already, so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends here in the United States. Please stay safe, guys. You know, Zoom is a great thing. And now more than ever, remember love.